This is going to be hard. How does Nomsa do this? How did you pick 25? How did you pick 25? God, we're going to see in editing. Hey beautiful people, hope you're doing well. Alrighty, so I don't know if y'all saw, and if you didn't see then go see because the link is in the bio, but Nomsa did a really cool video where she told her photography story in 25 photos. Now this works out perfectly because not only am I 25, happy birthday to me, but I've been in the photography game for 5 years. So this is gonna be easy-ish to break, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully. I have too many stages. I'm gonna figure this out. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, share, because guys, look man, look, listen, luister. I just feel like it's great that you guys watch my videos, but if you don't share them, I can't get money. I'm not here for the money, I'm humble, but you know. Believe it or not, I never wanted to be a photographer. I never wanted to touch the camera. I did not want to be a cinematographer. I wanted none of the things that I am enjoying and loving right now. It's just funny to think about because I remember heading into film school like, no, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not going to hold a camera. I'm here to write and direct. And Vince was like, we're gonna give you a whole year full of photography. Started out doing photography and I hated it a lot. I could not understand composition and telling a story through a photo. It just didn't make sense to me. At the end of like first year when I was giving up, not on film school, just on like, but when it came to camera work, I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. There was this lecturer who came through and he was like, go out and just take pictures of stuff. And I was like, oh my God, why? Aside from the one instruction of go out and take pictures, he did not really tell us to go do anything specific. So I went and did that, and I took the first image, well first two, but this particular one is my favorite. I took the first image that I loved the most, and it was at a record store that was in Brom, which is so funny because I'm only thinking of this now. I love music so much and I like to incorporate it into my art. But I remember showing this one and another one in class, and he just stared at it and he was just like, this is just composed so beautifully. It's lit well, it's shot well, it's calming, it makes me feel something. And I was just like, what? Guys, I kid you not, I wanted to cry because I was like, what do you, like I was like, this is so powerful, like this is ridiculous, you know? And there we go. I started my photography journey because I was just like, I am a powerful human being. I have everything it takes to take great photos. So from then on, I kind of started experimenting with how I take photos. Now, obviously they weren't that great, but I started taking photos of myself because I really wanted to continue trying to do this photo thing, and I didn't really have subjects. And it was really difficult at first because as much as they sell time and stuff, composition is difficult when you think you know where you're supposed to sit, but you don't end up sitting there, or you do something weird and do, you know, it was just a lot of different things. So I just remember experimenting a lot throughout my photography, and I came up with some pretty cool stuff. I'm not gonna lie, not the greatest stuff. I get it, I know it's not the greatest stuff, but it's okay because at the end of the day I had a good time doing it. Then I went to stage number 2. Stage number 2 was, I think, my favorite stage just because it helped me understand myself a lot more. So stage 2, I wanted to do this series called Her Body. So what inspired it was literally just the fact that this was when we started having the conversation of the natural hair movement, which also went on to conversations of just being a natural woman and blah blah blah. Natural woman in the sense of women are expected to look a particular way, but we are not made a particular way. I was going to use my art to be an activist, and this was just one of the ways. So Her Body came about, and I remember going to an event with some of my schoolmates, and I was like, ladies, if you're interested in taking photos with me, let me know. And people said, yeah, let's do this. I was like, okay, I don't have money though. And they're like, we don't care, let's do this. And I was like, Really? Oh, okay. I feel like with series 1, I wish I did better, but I enjoyed them for what they were, and that's all that's important, to be honest. So Her Body continued for quite a few years, and I think that my second stage was mainly portraits. I was just taking portraits of people and trying to show and represent women especially, and black women especially, in the best light that they could be represented. I think from the Her Body series, my favorite people to take were these drama students, Renee and Snare, because I feel like they were just a vibe. They were just so fun, and they really showed me that, you know, if you work with amazing models, you can do amazing ass things. And the worst photos I took, I've deleted. But with this one girl, and I can't even remember her name, she just annoyed me. I couldn't get, like, and it wasn't even like she was shy. I just think she wanted me to Photoshop her, and I was like, but this is not what it's about. So it was very stressful to work with. Oh God, I never know. Also, I think I realized through taking portraits is that it is a lot about like photographer energy and model energy. It really helps. Some people are just people taking photos, and it really is a whole thing of energy. And it's not even to be shady in any way. Sometimes me and you are just not meant to take photos together, and that's okay. You might work better with Nomsa, for example, and that's okay. Like, I'm not gonna get touched by that. I think I've learned to just be like, I can't take photos of everybody. I think not everybody is meant for me, and that's okay. Through Her Body, I think it helped me realize my photo model energies need to be good. Like, I need to have some kind of rapport with you. But I've actually also worked with people who I don't really know, and we produce beautiful work, and it's just a good time because they came there ready to work. They came and also trusted me. Yeah, through doing portraits, I went from a point of telling people what to do to letting people do what they want, to learning how to find a nice balance between the two, which I think you can kind of see from Her Body 1 to Her Body 3. It was a lot of like trying to find that balance. And I enjoyed that stage. It lasted 3 years, but in between that I had other stages, but I think the portrait stage lasted 3 years. I still have it now, but in a different, more refined, more palatable way. My third stage, I would say, would be my street photography. I don't really know how this started. I think it really was just me getting my own camera finally, because I used to take photos with my phone or borrow my friends' cameras, but I think it was me getting my own camera. But before, I used to just use my camera to take portraits, right? Then I started taking my camera to school with me and taking photos of my friends and stuff like that, which is the best way to practice. I used to think that the only type of, I was a very shy artist, I feel. I didn't think I was good enough. I would watch how like Wandi or Nomsa or, you know, Ndibu and all of them were taking photos. Don't ever compare yourself to people, guys. For real, you guys, we're on our own journey. Okay, like, we all think we're shit sometimes, and we might be. But aside from that, I think I should have just allowed myself to be shit and stop dwelling so much on the past. It's over, you know? I wasn't confident. I felt like everyone else was talking about photos in a way that I was just not there. So I wasn't really getting inspired. So I was just like, let me just take photos of things. And I think it started with a shoe, Wendy's shoe. I took a picture of Wendy's shoe in grass. It was cute. I took a picture of Nomsa talking. I just took pictures of random things happening, and I started realizing that I like doing this thing. I went through like shyly taking photos. Oh, let me just snap that, you know, hiding my camera to kind of like whipping it out, just taking photos without giving a shit. Then I remember getting obsessed with this idea of taking photos at night, because we'd go out and I wanted to be able to capture that. So I started taking my Samsung S4, terrible camera, but I did it anyway, and I posted them, and I was like, this is kind of fun. You can't see the subjects, but you can see the light, and I just went with it. I'm definitely going back to night photography. That was fun. But yeah, I started taking street photography, random shots. I started moving into a different phase of street photography, which is taxi photos. I love taking photos in taxis. It's my favorite thing. Like, what I see when I travel is always interesting to me, especially because I used to travel between 6 a.m. and 8. It's empty and quiet. What does the world look like? Because when you come back home, it's chaotic. My next phase was moments. I just wanted to find a way to show off things that are happening without trying to force a story. You know, I don't want to be like, oh, a mom's picking up a baby, which speaks about societal pressures for mothers to look after their kids. I kind of just wanted to be like, this is a moment I think is pretty cool. I'm going to take a photo of it, which is why I generally leave my photos to be blurry, confusing, half walking, half this, whatever, because I was just like, I want to be able to capture a moment. And luckily I was able to do that when I started taking photos at weddings, events and stuff. And then I was able to capture moments with people because people wanted images of their family. As much as they wanted them smiling like this, it really was a thing of watching that person laughing at that moment when the speech was being said, and someone crying when they find out that their daughter's actually going to another family and stuff. And I think my very favorite, and these are actually my favorite clients, their family is beautiful. They have a beautiful family. I don't know how else to describe it. They are love. You know, when you see love in a photo, I'm trying to incorporate a lot of my interest into my photography as much as I can. I think through becoming a more confident woman with my work and understanding that I actually do have talent and I can do this damn thing, I think that it's made it so much easier to kind of do what I want. That's just what I do now. My concentration right now is kind of just kill it, you know? That's my stage, is the killing it stage. All of those are bunched into the stage, and it's just the kill it stage. And I think that 5 years in photography has allowed me to kind of learn my mistakes and be okay with it and be like, I don't know everything yet. Unemployment last year really gave me time to kind of just take photos. I just took photos. I don't even know what to show you guys because I took so many. So I mean, my recent pictures I took with Mimi, fucking amazing. Dumisa, you killed it. Like, Nomsa took a picture with him too. Everything he touches is gold. I had a fun time being able to work with really cool creatives. They really inspired me. This actually made me feel very happy. I feel like I was able to really reflect on how far I have come. Like, I'm a new person. This was so fun. Shout out to Nomsa. Please go watch her video, guys, when you're done with this one. She is amazing. Her work is amazing. Yeah, I think I'm a photographer because, so it's a mixture of, I want to tell people stories. I want to show the world for what it is. But also, I just want to show you something nice. I want to show you what niceness looks like. I want to be able to show you Soweto without it being poverty porn. I want to show you the South with the happiness behind it, as much as we have terrible things happening around us. I want to be able to show you my niece growing, but in a photographic way, instead of just like photos of her running around. I want to show you weird things. I'm like, my mouth is really interesting. I'm gonna take this big ass angle. Like, you know, I just want to be able to just show you nice things. But also when it's time to document, I'll document. Hopefully when this lockdown is done, I can do some fashion. I love fashion, but I don't mean fashion like what's trending right now. No, I just want to show people in like how they dress. Like, you chose this fashion represents you. Let me show you what this person is. You know, I can't wait to do that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I had so much fun. I could do more. I want to talk more. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Change my name. It's @JulesTheArtist. I'll put the link below. I have not left Instagram. I just have a new username. I like it. Juliet Kamanga Photography brings you this amazing photography special. Goodbye.